So Tara, I think the last time you played Keith's wife was The Cake. And you famously played Keith's wife, or he played your husband.
That's right.
In Ghostlight.
In Ghostlight.
And I know that you've played on stage husband and wife a few other times.
That's how we met. It was in a play called The Shadow Box, and we did it at Dutchess Community College. And we were 19, and I thought Keith was a hunk, and I got myself cast as his wife. And our characters were an older married couple, and the husband had cancer, and the wife was taking care of him.
How do you approach each married couple differently? You are married to Keith, you have your own married home life, you're coming here to rehearsal together.
Part of it is we absolutely bring our own marriage and our own relationship to it, because it gives us a shorthand and a comfort and lived experience that we get to lean on. And then we start talking about how these people are different from us and from whoever we just played most recently.
We talked to you a lot about you being an artistic director. And you've certainly talked, you've had a lot of interviews about Ghostlight, but I'm interested in your process as an actor.
I really love working with the text and figuring out exactly what the playwright had in mind by tuning into exactly how it's said, the exact punctuation, figuring out the operative words, understanding where the beat shifts are. That's something that really excites me as an actor. When I feel like I've cracked it open from that perspective, these characters, Anne and George specifically, speak a little differently than the other characters in the play. And when we land it, when we hit it properly, I think it feels right. And that gives you such a clue as to who the person is in a very organic way, even though it may seem technical. We've been trying to learn a Nebraska dialect.
Okay.
And it doesn't sound like they have one to us. And I said to Keith, that's because
So come and see Pivot so you can see this accent.
Something I think is really exciting about this project is that we have Hallie back. That Hallie is back, who hasn't directed here since Cal and Camo.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me a little bit about what it's like working with Hallie and what it felt like to have her agree to come back into Chicago to direct this play.
One of my favorite pastimes is sitting with Hallie and talking about all the plays we've read together as we look for projects to collaborate on, and then landing on one and having her sell me on why we have to do this play right now. I love her energy, her incredible sense of humor, and the room that she makes, which allows everybody to feel like they are a collaborator. But you still get to give over completely to somebody else that you trust, who's watching the project, and you don't need to direct yourself because somebody's doing that. Somebody who really knows what they're doing is doing that. And but she does it with such generous nature and really allows you to ask questions and try things.
Okay, Burger King makes an appearance at some point in the play. So if we were to get into the car right now and go to Burger King, what would you order?
I guess a Whopper. Wouldn't I have to get a Whopper?
I don't know.
Aren't Burger King Whopper? Listen, I have, my parents never, we only got to go to McDonald's on rare occasions when we were on road trips.
Yeah.
But on road trips.
Describe the character of Anne using only fast food terminology.
Okay. Hold the pickle, hold the lettuce. Special sauce, no. Quarter pounder straight up. And a shake on the side.
Good.